to the dissenting voices that have been in the comments with regards to the video that the recent episode that I did about Conde Riley and Bissondyal Singh. I have a question for you. If Conde Riley and Bissondyal Singh had shown up to this meeting on December 6th and voted yes, how much harm would that have caused West Indies cricket? I would like you to ask yourself that question. If you were to have a chance, especially if you're, if you're Bajan, ask Conde Riley, what, how much harm would it have done West Indies cricket? For my Guyanese people who have dissenting voices, I would like you to ask Bissondyal Singh the same question. How much harm would it have caused West Indies cricket if you had gone to that meeting and voted yes? Hello and welcome to another episode of the Top of Off Cricket Podcast. I am your host, Kevin Henry, and as usual, we are talking everything West Indies cricket. Now, Kishore Shallow last night did an interview with Ryan Bachu, I think, of CNC3 in Trinidad. And he was talking about what they were supposed to be voting on at that special meeting on December 6th. Four things he said they were going to be voting on: term limits for the president and vice president, expanding the term for the president and vice president. They were going to be voting on if they keep it at 2 years or 3 years. They were going to be voting on the resolution of the nomination period, how long should it take, and the amendments. So that's why I'm asking the question. Had they gone there and voted yes, how much harm would it have caused West Indies cricket? How much harm would it have caused Guyana's cricket? How much harm would it have caused Barbados cricket? That is a question for you to answer within yourselves. Secondly, Kishore Shallow shared that there's a shared commitment to adopt the recommendations by most of the member association or boards or cricket boards across the region. Most. We know who didn't share that commitment. He also said Prime Minister Mia Mottley and President Irfan Ali, at some time in the not too distant past, had shared that they would like all the recommendations from the Review report to be adopted all at once. Obviously, that didn't happen. Some of the recommendations have been adopted, and it's been quite incremental. And I don't have a problem with the incremental adaptation of it. I don't have a problem with that at all, because sometimes too much change at one time can cause a problem or problems, present and future. And we all know people don't respond well to change, or not everyone respond well to change. So adopting things incrementally is not such a bad idea. And this was another chance to adopt something incrementally. That's why I'm asking the question: what or how much harm would it have caused West Indies cricket or Barbados cricket or Guyana's cricket had they gone there and said yes? How much harm would it have caused West Indies cricket? What's the worst that could have happened? A better governance structure? Better practices at Cricket West Indies offices? People are better trained to do their jobs? Best practices from from world over being implemented within Cricket West Indies, which is one of the things that we are lacking today, which is why we are where we are. Better accountability, financial accountability. From what I understand, which is one of the reasons why a lot of big companies within the West Indies do not pour into Cricket West Indies, because there's a lack of accountability. What's the worst that could have happened? For all the dissenting voices, for all the people that call me anti-Bajan or a Bajan hater, or me mischaracterizing the BCA and the GCB, there was no mischaracterization. It was merely me calling people out on their bullshit. That's what it was. And the problem with West Indian people is when you are not a yes man, we have an issue. We like the status quo. The moment someone challenges the status quo, we have an issue. And that is one of the reasons why we are where we are current day. That is one of the reasons why West Indies cricket is in the current condition that it is. Because we have an attitude of, this is how we always do it. That is our attitude. Resistant to change. India, Australia, England, New Zealand, South Africa, light years ahead of us in the way they do business. Light years. Cricket West Indies is in a constant reactive mode. Imagine this. We are the ones that made cricket what it is today. West Indian cricketers made people come out and watch Test cricket. West Indian cricketers. West Indian cricketers made people come out and watch one-day cricket. West Indian cricketers made people come out and watch T20 cricket. We are the ones that put butts into the stands, and we could not capitalize on that. So now for us to get on board with current best practices from around the world, and we're stymieing that effort, since you're always your own people. It's never strangers. A friend of mine used to say something, familiarity breeds contempt. And for far too long, the GCB and the BCA have been treating West Indies cricket with contempt. Far too long. I'm going to go back to what Ramesh Singh said recently. We don't have state-of-the-art or world-class facilities in the West Indies. Those are the things that Bissondyal, Singh and Conde Riley should be focusing on. Making sure the facilities that is under their purview are up to par with world standards. Making sure cricketers have the best facilities to train, the best environment to work in, because they are the ones that are affected. Not Bissondyal Singh, not Conde Riley, not Kishore Shallow. The young cricketers, and we wonder why these cricketers are taking off in droves and going and playing. Lick it. To make money, to better their lives. And then we come at them for making money, for taking care of their financial futures. When there are men who can't even come and sit down and come to a compromise and say, yes, you know what, we're going to do this because down the road it's going to improve all aspects of West Indian cricketers' lives. Mind-numbing. Anyways, I am your host, Kevin Henry, for the Top of Off Cricket podcast. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and most importantly, let's chop it up down in the comments. It's been phenomenal down in the comments over the recent days. I love every minute of it. If you're watching this video and you haven't seen the past videos, go back to previous episodes and join us down in the comments. I'm always up for it. Anyways, have a great Monday night, and I will see you next time.